Hello guys and welcome to my channel. So this video is going to be me and what class I'm taking during the spring term. I am taking a renting class and that's for me to gather information and just have like good things about like what it's like renting and getting information and what it's like and what you have to do and the responsibilities and all that stuff. So I'm going to begin with this. I'm doing this through the program I'm doing it through the Community Transition Program. It is the program I'm doing, and I am the only student in my class, and my teacher is really good, and we're going through the book fast and doing the projects and all that good stuff. And it may take a while to find what you look for, like at like what you want, like if you want a house or like apartment or like there's so many different kinds of houses you can look for or like anything, so it may take a while to find like that perfect match. And want to know basic info about the renting class, I am taking the class to just get information, and if I decide to move out in like 5 or 10 years, I have information and I have that to go off of and get details about the process because renting is really hard on some people. And if you haven't rented before, there's a long process to it. And it's just like finding a job. You have to go through a process. And this is like the same process but more difficult. All different kinds of apartments and houses. You have lots of options and budgets and like neighborhoods and schools you can look for. So you just have to find what area you want to live in, and it's mainly that. And it's really hard sometimes, and it can be easy. So just make sure you have a great like people or like great family to help you with the process, or even a roommate or friends that you know, and they will like to help you too. Contracts, leases, renters insurance, laws, rules. I'm learning all that in my renting class. Like, there's a lot to be known about renting and what you have to do. You have to be a very responsible person. And I think that's the most important part, is being responsible of your decisions and anything you do. You just have to be responsible and just do common sense. Need good communication with owner or property manager of the apartment you live in or whatever you live in. You have to have great communication if something is breaking, or if like what is the deadline for the payment of the rent like each month, or like how many guests are allowed in the house, or can you hang a TV on this like wall, or like you have to mount it, or like can you paint a room, or what if a nail got stuck. So like things like that, you have to have good communication with the owner or like the manager of the building. So yeah. And then you need to have a cover letter saying why you want an apartment, and the application. And there's usually an application fee for them to look at your application. And good renter history if you rented before, and if you haven't, if you have a job that's good enough too, and you have experience, and they know you're responsible, and they need references too, so they can call your people. And it's a great idea for like your like references to know about, like you may get a call in a few weeks regarding renting an apartment because I want to rent an apartment. You just have to inform the references and the people. So yeah, and get their permission too, because that's a big part of being a good like neighbor. Um, and yeah, there's different rules for places too. Whatever you live in, there's different rules and boundaries, and yeah, and like rent can be like raised really high. So there's a lot of stuff to renting, and I'll tell you more about my renting history, or like what I want if I were to rent someplace someday. I'm fine not renting. I just think it's a great class to take because it's free and it's my last year in the program, and I just want to gather the information and just like know the basics. And it's a lot. Like, I'm learning a lot. It's a 12-week program, and I'm doing like 2 lessons each time I see her, and that's like 1 day a week. So it's like 6 or 7 times meeting with her. So my teacher. So like I'm on like lesson 10, so I have like at least like a couple more lessons and then I'm done. And then at the very end, they give you like a certificate saying that you completed the course and that you are very good, you know, the information that you need to know. So, yeah, that's like the basics and what I'm learning in class. I'm learning a lot, and I just am so grateful that I'm soaking up this information like a sponge, so I know this in the future. And things may change in like 10 years, so at least I know things now for like getting ready to like maybe move out. So, yeah, but my plan is to live at home, live with my parents, and I have my animals here too, so I have no plans on moving. And it's a really, really, really big commitment. And if you're leasing for like the first or second time, they may have to have you lease for like a year, and you have to be committed like 100%. So yeah, and then you just have to pay like a lot of money. So yeah, I'm just like not gonna rent, but I just like the information that I'm learning and that my teacher's giving me about her experiences. And yeah, so yeah, that's my renting class history and what I'm doing for that. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.